Hello, chess champs. Today, we're going to train, we're going to learn how to get a pawn to promote to a queen. If you're playing a game of chess and that's it, you only have to win one more game and you'll win a trophy, a medal, or a prize. The most important thing is that you know how to get your pawn to turn into a queen. Now, your opponent is going to try to stop you, but there's a special dance and song that helps you remember how to do it. Let's take a look at this position right here. We have a king and a pawn against a lonely king. If you send that pawn up there all by itself, it's going to get captured. Let's see what it looks like. Look at that. The little baby princess pawn wants to get to the other side, and the king captures it. That's not going to work. In order to be a super champ, you need to make sure that you protect the three squares in front of the baby princess pawn. Because if you protect those three squares in front of the baby princess pawn, then you're able to let that pawn go up there without getting captured. So let's see what this looks like. The first thing you do is move the king in front of the pawn. See what black does. Black right away says, you know what, I'm going to stop you. And it goes ahead and it actually gets in the way. Now all these squares that make up this row is called a queening file. And it's called a queening file because the pawn's going to go up the file and turn into a queen. The plan is that she wants to go to the queening square. That's what that square is called, the queening square. So let's see what happens. Okay? Very important that we remember. If the king gets on the queening file, we have to do something. If the king gets on the queening file, what do? You face him and smile. And this is what a face looks like. The king goes right there, one square away, facing him, says move to the left or move to the right or move back. If the king says, oh no. And if you move sideways, then you move diagonally forward. And if the king gets on the queening file, what do? You face him and smile. Move to the left or move to the right or move back. If he moves sideways, you go diagonally forward. And if he gets on the queening file, what do? You face him and smile. And there it is. You went all the way up there with your king. You are now on rank number 6. And if you make it all the way up there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once you make it to rank number 6, you're ready to bring that pawn. So the king's like, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. He moves one square this way. He wants to go back over there to stop that pawn from turning into a queen on the queening square. And the pawn runs. And the king says, aha, it's your turn to move, says to the white king. And the white king says, no, you're facing me. I want to stay here and I want it to be your turn to move. And the only way to do that is to waste a move and say, your turn. And now this king has to leave the queening square. And you go up diagonally forward. And you are protecting the three squares in front of that pawn. And now you're going to turn that pawn into a queen. Look at that. Check. Check. And the pawn turns into a queen.